Everybody, it's May. I'm here today to go ahead and fill out my design schedule for this current week of October 16th. So just stay tuned. Alright guys, so it has been a minute and I do apologize. Yeah, so I'm going to be putting in the design schedule for the week of the 16th through the 22nd, which is this current week. Even though today is the 19th, I know what I did the last 3 days. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get this set up because I absolutely need it. So I'm going to be using the mystery kit. The mystery kit was Iconic Halloween, and it has these really cute little graphics. I'll show you on, this is sheet A, this is sheet B. So it has kind of like some Nightmare Before Christmas elements, and then it definitely has Morticia and Gomez Addams. I thought it was a unique combination from the graphic artist. This was the clip art that was included in one kit, so it's not like I combined two Halloween kits together. I just thought it was a really neat interpretation for Halloween, using the iconic, you know, Addams Family and then the Nightmare Before Christmas. So this was the mystery kit for the month of September, and I considered this one of the weekly kits for the Halloween spreads. The current mystery kits are up and they're listed in the shop. They went in last night. They were due today, but they actually went in last night. You get a sneak peek in my shop of some of the graphics, the color palette, and a name. Sometimes that's a pretty good hint, you know, of what the kit's going to be. This one is called Fairy Magic, and it has some cute clip art that you can take a look at, and it also shows you the color palette. My mystery kits are available by the sheet. You can get the add-ons, and you can get full kits in all the options that I offer. So it's one of the things that most planner shops don't do. I think if you're taking a risk to order a mystery kit, you should be able to get the individual items that you want, and you should have a little bit of a sneak about what it is, because it may be something that you absolutely don't want anything to do with. There's a lot of people who don't like Halloween, and I definitely wanted to let them know that that was like a themed kit. However, this Fairy Magic kit that is up, the mystery kit B in the shop, I would consider that good for any week of the year. It's an anytime kit. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put down my solid strips first. So how has y'all's week been going? Mine's been, it's been pretty good. I think everybody knows that we had a issue with Bella earlier this week. And you guys, I gotta be honest with you. Can we talk? Are we friends? Can I talk to you? Can I talk to you? Oh my God, I need to talk to you. I don't think Bella has a cracked rib. I know the veterinarian said she does. I know she said she does. And I know she took an x-ray. But let me tell you what my thoughts are on this, y'all. Let me fill y'all in on some backstory here about Bella. Bella is one tough little booger, okay? If Bella says something hurts, you best bet your bottom dollar something freaking hurts. Because Bella ain't gonna tell you about it unless it does. We all know that Bella just had a gastric bypass surgery in puppy form, okay? Not by choice. She had a blackish from rawhide. So the symptoms that she presented with the day that we had to end up taking her and she had emergency surgery for the blockage and everything are the exact same symptoms that Bella had earlier this week on Tuesday morning. And they came pretty much out of nowhere. There was a little bit of an indicator, but not quite as much as what I would have thought would have been normal. So Bella woke up Tuesday morning. My dad had told me last week that Bella was acting funny. I went in the den and I checked her out and she was fine. Our veterinarian had told us that since she is now digesting food well and she's starting to get hungry again, so she's adjusted to her surgery and she's healed very well, that she could go from 1/4 cup of food a day to twice a day to 1/3 cup of food twice a day. So in other words, she got more food. Said that she felt it was safe to take her off the prescription food and just to put her on weight management strength food, not prescription strength. And I was like, okay. So we did do that. And that was about a month ago. And I noticed about 2 weeks ago that Bella was starting to swell up like a tick. So I called the veterinarian. I had a phone conference with her. And she was like, I really think everything's fine. Just start giving her more and more pumpkin. And I was like, okay. So that's what we were doing. We were increasing her pumpkin intake from every other day to once a day. And, I'm sorry, from every 3 days to every 2 days, because she didn't want her to have so much. And I was like, okay. At first, they were telling me to give it to her, like, all the time. So, I'm not a doctor, so I listened to them. And then Tuesday morning, well, last week, Bella started acting a little funny. According to my dad, I thought she was fine. She went through the weekend just fine. Everything was fine Monday night. Tuesday morning, my dad comes in the room around 5 o'clock in the morning and goes, something's wrong with the baby. And I come in there and I look at her, and y'all, oh, she looked horrid. I was freaking out. So I got her to the vet, and I took her to the original vet that did her surgery. I figured if something was wrong with her surgery or something like that, it was best to take her to who had seen her and did surgery. They literally, y'all, hold your shorts because I was mad as I don't know what. They literally told me they refused to see her, that they were double booked, had some surgeries, and they weren't even sure it was an emergency, sight unseen, and that basically I needed to go because they were not going to take the time to see her. And I was like, even though that you guys did the surgery, you don't want to see her. And they were like, exactly. I was like, okay, I'm out of here, Skippy. So I left and I went down the road a few more miles to another veterinarian, and I walked in. Y'all, I was to pieces when I walked in that door. That lady told me, she said, honey, because I had left Bella in the truck, I wasn't going to make her go in and be around all the animals, as upset as she was, and she wouldn't even let me pick her up. She hurt that bad. So I was almost in tears. The lady was like, baby, go out to the truck, go get your baby, bring her in, you're all good. I was like, okay. So they I had to sit there for about 2 hours till they finally called her name. It was a walk-in. They told me to leave Bella there. Dr. Julie was the lady who's seen Bella, and she told me she was going to run some x-rays. They said they were going to run x-rays and then they were going to call. She had ran the x-rays. She called me back and she goes, the deal is that Bella is completely full all the way to her colon. She's not, passing, her business. And she's upset when we touch her spinal area. And I'm like, what? That don't sound right, because I'm sorry, it just didn't sound right. So I said, so what's the plan? She said, we're going to run some tests, make sure it's not her thyroid, since she's always wanting to eat. I was like, okay, let's find that out. And she said, and then we're going to put her on some pain meds. And I was like, look, since she's so full of you-know-what, is there something you can do? And she was like, yeah, we can go ahead and give her an enema while she's here today. And I'm like, okay, well, that'll give her some relief. And she's like, exactly. And luckily, they had Bella's food, the wet food that I had been trying to get a hold of, and I have not been able to get a hold of for like 2 months. And she told me never to go to the other veterinarian's office to get it because they don't order enough, to always come to them. It's the same price. Don't need a prescription. That they understand what Bella's condition is. They have the charts from the other veterinarian. She can have the food anytime. I was like, cool. So I'm texting with Alexandra and Kim, and the doctor's office calls me and says that it's time to come pick up Bella, that she does have to stay overnight, because at first that's what we were thinking. So when I get there, Dr. Julie tells me that she seen on the x-ray there was a hairline fracture on one of the ribs. And I was like, okay, how'd that happen? She said, well, you don't know? And I'm like, no. She hasn't fallen that we know of. And she'll tell us. I said, and Bella she's a lazy sloth. She doesn't get up and move around much. So I'm pretty sure that if she did something, we would have known about it, I mean, I'm not trying to be picking on the dog's exercise level, but I mean, there are reasons why Bella's as overweight as she is, she does not like to move. And she was like, well, there is a hairline fracture, and we're giving her some pain medicine, and I'm pretty sure it's just a cracked rib. And I was like, oh my God. Now, mind you, Bella was high as a kite. She was happy as could be. She's running around giving kisses to anybody who would let her. You'd never know anything had been wrong with her. And she's a little dirty in the back end. They didn't clean her up so well after they did the deal, So I was a little upset about that. So I got her home. I got her all cleaned up. She's all doped up. Nice and quiet. She's taking her nap. She's good. I finished $2 Tuesdays, and I called David. And me and David are talking. And I'm telling David, I know what the veterinarian said, but I ain't buying it. It's not jiving. It's just not jiving. He's like, you're such a freak about these dogs. I'm like, I know these dogs inside out. And I'm going to tell you what. I may not be a veterinarian. And yeah, she showed a hairline fracture. But we also know Bella's back deal. Okay? Bella had been knocked out of the truck when she was a baby. Now, I told you I was a big rig driver. Now, Bella wasn't even 4 months old when Bella got pushed out of the truck. And here's what happened. We were about to go pick up pharmaceuticals. And I had went into the truck stop to take a shower. David was at the truck with the dogs. We had all three at that time. We had just gotten Bella. She's not that very old. And I went in and took a shower. David seen me coming, so he gets out of the truck and he starts, you know, checking the radiator, the antifreeze, the water, the oil, all that deal. Because we're about to go pick up pharmaceuticals, which means, you know, we can't be stopping for 300 miles. So we have to be on our game. We have to make sure our truck's in good condition. You know, we don't want to screw anything up. So I seen Tater over on the passenger seat, right? But Bella was so teeny, I didn't see her sitting on the driver's seat. Because you just couldn't see her. And Tater's losing his mind. Here comes Mommy. You know, he's all excited. Acting like I'd left him or whatever for life. And I opened the door to the driver's side. And just as I open the door, Tater jumps over to the driver's seat. And when he jumps over, that's when I realized Bella's sitting there. And before I could react, you guys, Tater hits the driver's seat, bounces Belly right out, and Bella goes splat onto the pavement. Now, Bella got a raspberry on the bottom of her chin. She broke out one of her baby teeth. She had black and blue bruises all in her tummy area because she landed straight down on her tummy. We couldn't get her to an emergency vet. So what I ended up doing was calling the veterinarian that was my best friend when I lived in Virginia all my life. He knows me. I'd waited tables on him. Actually, I tended bar for him. He was like one of my regulars at the bar. Me and my veterinarian, we were cool, right? And I called him and I was like, Montgomery, what are we going to do? And he's like, what you do is you need to get to a pharmacy. Tell me where you're at and I'll call you in some meds. And I had to video conference him on the phone. He had to show me how to download the app. He examined Bella by video. He had me touching her, all kinds of things, right? And basically, she was banged up and bruised, but we thought she was okay. And we medicated her with the medicines we were able to pick up at Walgreens the next morning. And we kept an eye on her, and we kept in contact with Montgomery for like, I don't know, like 3-4 weeks. Until we were all pretty sure that Bella was going to be okay. So, long story short, too late. I really think that what they saw on the x-ray was basically Bella healing, having healed from having a cracked or broken rib at that time when she was little. Now, that was 6 years ago, okay? And Bella does not present like arthritis, osteoporosis, none of that, you know, with her little rib. And Bella does not care if you touch her little rib right now. So that's why I'm like, I'm not buying this. I'm just not jiving with it. She got her enema, okay? And I know because I had to clean the whole back end up Tuesday night while she was all nice and high. Bella's back to begging for food and wanting to eat. So this is what I think, y'all. This is what I think. I think Bella got backed up because her diet changed. And there is no rawhide. There is no treats whatsoever in this house. I laid the law down and then I filled a trash bag, a bathroom trash bag, full of treats and biscuits and bones and everything. They're all gone. They either get yogurt, sugar-free, Cool Whip, apples, applesauce, pumpkin, avocado. They get things like that. There is no puppy treats in this house. So there is no rawhide that she could have got backed up on. You know what I mean? And I think the change in her little diet is what threw the monkey wrench into the whole deal. And with them giving her an enema, you know, and giving her the pain meds to relax, Bella has been passing a lot of stuff. And she's been very gassy. She was backed up. So this is what I did. And no veterinarian told me to do it. And I'm going to tell y'all what. 2 days later, after the fact, I'm seeing improvement. I changed Bella's diet back to the prescription diet. And I have put Bella back on the prescription ID wet food. And Bella is back to a quarter of a cup. Actually, right now, she's just a little under a quarter of a cup because I need things to continue to move. Because she is still quite swollen in her abdomen. I don't care that Bella may be getting better after her major surgery and things have gone back to normal. Bella's body cannot handle it. And it is just like any person who's had a gastric bypass. Those kind of things don't change. And I should know better than anyone else about the ramifications of a gastric bypass. Because I had mine in 2003 and they literally do not do it the way I had it done anymore because too many people died from it. And there's too many issues I personally am dealing with because of it to know that Bella needs to be on her diet the way she's supposed to be. I don't care at this point what a veterinarian says. Yeah, I'm not a doctor, but I'm going to tell you what. My little home remedies are working at the moment, and that is what we are sticking with. And that's what we're going to keep on doing. So, I quit giving her the pain meds, and she's not asked for them. I have good drugs here in case something happens to one of the babies. Because y'all know I'm in a rural area, so if need be, I know the dosage on the bottles to be able to give somebody until we can get them to an emergency vet. But until then, Bella's back on her strict diet, and I just think that's the way it needs to be. So, anyway. Okay, so, yeah. So, you guys, what happened last night in the shop? I got a total of 6 orders in 2 hours. I was like, what is going on? My ears are ringing. I mean, goodness. I didn't know what was going on. Okay, so on Tuesday, let's go ahead and write in. I did $2 Tuesday. All kind of late. I'm going to put late because they were done. It's just it was late. And then Sunday, I'm going to be redoing Faith kits because they release next week. Actually, I believe they're supposed to release on Monday. And let's talk about these Faith kits, y'all. Let's talk about these Faith kits. They are supposed to release on Monday. And they're going to, but they're not going to be what y'all expecting because they are switching up. Where is that at? Okay. I have a lot of people who want to do Faith kits, but they don't want an entire kit for the entire month. They may not scripture write every single day. They might just write down a prayer. They might just want a Bible journal. There's a lot of ways that people get into the Word with their Savior every day, and I want to be able to offer something that will hit all the bases for everybody. So I was sitting here thinking about it, and I was like, yeah, they're not sized for a specific planner. They're like A5 or 7x9. So let's just go ahead and make them one size, and let's flip the script a little. All right, let me show y'all what I'm talking about. Let me move this out of the way for a second. I have a ton of these books. These are Archer and Olive notebooks. I have all the allograph pens that go along with them. I love that there's a pocket in the back here. There's a pen loop. These are very nice quality notebooks. So I have this one, a kitty cat on the front of that one. I love the little Archer and Olive ampersand charm on the bottom. I've got this one with the teapot. Now, mind you, there ain't a stitch written in any of these boogers. I've got the ones with the mushroom, with the puppies. I think I've got 2 puppies. Let me double check, because this one might actually be written in. Nope, this one's not written in, so the other one is the puppies thing I had going on. And then this one with the mermaid. Was it the mermaid that was written in? Nope, none of these are written in. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I need to put these to good use. And I'm not waiting to January to get on track to get me to doing something like that. Now, I did purchase this. I always think there's something on my desk, but it's a little thing. This is a Moterm Traveler's Notebook cover, okay? So, I just have it sitting in here easily, right? So, here is the strings to be able to put inserts in. So, if you don't have a notebook like this, and you can see this one's got the honeybee on it. Is this one written in? Nope, not written in. So, that's 7. It's got a nice zip pocket right here. I mean, you could even use this as a wallet if you really wanted to get down to it. This pocket here, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this one. 4 strings to be able to put 4 inserts, but if you're really smart, you can figure out how to do 6 with the jump rings. You got 1, 2, 3, 4. Same deal over here. Same inside pocket, same back pocket, okay? And it's got a pin loop, and it's super, super cool with this big back pocket to put stickers in. Now, I'm not saying that what I'm going to design is going to be specific for a TN, but I'm going to say it's going to work in it. It's going to work in this size or larger, okay? Because I've got a lot of people saying they're in a B6. A lot of people were talking about when I was doing those faith videos that they are in actual growth books. I know Celeste uses A5. I know Alexandra does. I know Minnie uses her 7x9. I had thought about doing large faith kits, but, you know, it's just a pain in the butt, and it would be a lot of pages when it's that size. So I was thinking, I'm going to come up with a deal to where you can use it as much or as little as you want to. And I'm thinking the sheets are going to be like 5x7, maybe 6x8. And they'll have some scriptures, some tabs, some artwork, some... it'll be cute, okay? Y'all know how I do. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit down, I'm going to think of the subject like grateful. And I'll come up with like maybe 15 little mini kits, you know, one for every other day of the month. I can combine them all. So you can buy it as a bundle, or you can just buy the sheets you want. So that's what I'm thinking. That way you can scripture write if you want. Maybe I'll even do an add-on in the kit where it's a scripture for every single day. Who knows? Stay tuned for that because I'm working on it. I'm trying to get it worked out by this coming Monday. It may be that the faith kits are put off until the first of the year, and I show y'all testers as I'm playing around with them. Because some things are going to be leaving the shop with this next release in the January release. And where is that little booger at so I can make sure I say the right kits? There are kits that are not being purchased since they were introduced. And you guys, I'm at that point in my life where if it doesn't sell, I'm not wasting my time to keep designing it. Where in the world is it? Okay, here it is. The large plum paper daily, the 7x9 daily, and the A5 daily. The hourly daily is going like hotcakes. I mean, everybody and their mother wants that one. Not one single individual page or kit for all 3 of the sizes for the daily. So the daily is out. I will not delete the template that I designed for that kit in case, I don't know, if my shop progresses better this coming year than it did this year, you know, if it gets bigger than it was, and I get people that ask for it, yeah, I'll have the template. I can bring them back. The large plum paper notes and days and the 7x9 notes and days, I will not be making those kits anymore. Now, I personally use the large notes and days, but I don't show it on film. So I'll just continue making my kits, and I don't even have to make them specific to what's in the shop. If I like something I see, I can throw it into my kit, and nobody knows about it. And the plum paper weekly overview for the 7x9, that one is out. So those kits are leaving the shop. That being said, journaling kits are coming. Standard weekly kits where they're sized 1.5 and standard mini kits are coming, as well as Hobonichi Weeks and Hobonichi Monthly. And they are coming with this next release. So, just wanted to give y'all a heads up on that. So let's go ahead and figure out what did I do on Monday. Okay, on Monday I worked on the large ads. And I need some more of these boogers. Do I have enough? Do I have enough? I don't feel like running over there and, printing anything out. So it's a light pink. Let's do that color. Okay. So I worked on these. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I find if I can get the ads over with, my life is so much easier. Just so much easier. So that's what I did on Monday. And I also did some $2 Tuesdays. I was just adding. Okay, so we're going to be working on this. Now, what I'm actually doing is I'm working on the Throwback Thursday for next week. I'm working on all the January kits, and I'm working on back kits for 31 through 40 for the plum papers. I've kind of got like all kind of mess going on. So I'm working on the large plum paper daily on Tuesday, and what else did I do? I think I did the regular size too. I did. And yesterday I was working on the A5 because I knew that immediately I would have an order for what you call Alexandra with the mystery kit. I knew that one was coming. I don't have it in front of me, and I don't feel like looking for it. So let me just put A5 PPHD. Okay. And then let's go ahead and use these. Well, I got some more over here. Ugh. Now this weekend, I intend to be working even further along, but I don't know. My life just seems to flip on a dime. I need to start working on the next most popular kit is the large vertical priorities and the regular vertical priorities. And honestly, I haven't sold any of the A5s, I don't think. I don't know. Okay, I need the classic Happy Planner Weekly and then the 7x9 Weekly. Okay. Ooh, I ripped that in half. Yes, I did. Nasty. Let's doctor it. Let us doctor it. Let me get this little paper. I forgot this is not on non-removable sticker paper, so that's why it wanted to stick to my desk when it wasn't supposed to. Urgh. Okay, so we're going to double them up right here because these are just like little 2-page kits. They're super easy. I'm going to be doing the plum paper me and the A5 me because they're both a 2-page kit. And I don't have that one out, so let's just write it in. Okay. And then we can do Hobonichi Weekly, Hobonichi Daily. Yep. Alright. And you guys, I didn't pull out any markers. I pulled out my new square dot markers in colors I think that'll match. And yeah, as soon as I put them in, I'm going to call this video a done deal because I done rambled. Sure did. Alright, so let's go ahead and test this. I don't want it to be super wrong colors. Hang on. Okay, so I got the pink. That's pretty. We'll use that one. Let's check out the gray. I'm thinking gray would be good on here too. I love my square dot markers. Now what about this purple? Kind of worried about the purple. I think it's going to be in between the two. Oh yeah, it's definitely in between the two. I don't know if I'm going to be using that one. I might be just sticking to pink and gray. The blue's pretty spot on. So yeah, let's put the blue underneath all the pink. So we're doing 06, 53, 54, 55, 56, and B. Yep. So that's 6. We need 6 dots under here as well. Just not good at these yet, and as y'all can tell the way I'm holding the pen, my hands are just a mess today. Yes, they are. Okay, so we got all the pinky ones done. So we're going to put pink, oops, under the darker purple. How about that? Yep. Got one up there. Okay, that area was no good, so I'm going to put the blue underneath, I guess, the light blue? Yeah. I'm digging this. I hadn't used these yet in this planner. Let's hope they don't bleed through, because I sure didn't test it. I guess we're going to put the gray underneath the light blue, so that'll work. And this will be a done deal. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. And then I get to film my plum. I'm so happy I get to film my plum. Yes, Okay, so that's my design schedule for the rest of this week. And like I said, I'm working towards the new release. Making sure that everything is here for the mystery kit. And I've got some other things working in the background, so that's why it looks kind of sparse. But believe it or not, that alone, that's a lot. You know, actually, where I doubled it, I need to do a separate color to realize it's for the second one that was doubled. Like, here is those. And where else I do it? I did it here. So let's put, I guess, let's do the blue. I like the blue. And that'll work. Alright, guys. Let's see. Did it bleed? I'll let you know. It shadowed really good, but, I mean, I can dig it. So there's my spread. So far, I got orders yesterday. I mean, Monday and Wednesday. And oh, I'm sorry. I got one on Tuesday night. I sure did. I sure did. I woke up and was like, good Lord. That's right. I sure did. So far today, it's been quiet as a church mouse, which that's cool because I'm going to be working the rest of the evening on catching up these orders. I'm trying to get ahead. I'm getting better now that I've gotten 4 machines and gotten calibrated exactly the way I want. So I'm really happy about that. Now it's just, this is the way the design schedule is working. The reason those things are being cut is because I'm working on things for Black Friday. And I have things to let y'all know about that when as the time gets closer. But yeah, so this is my design schedule. It was my rant and rave about Bella and how I think I'm better than the veterinarian. I could be wrong. You know, I could be totally wrong, but that's just my thoughts. And so until I see you for the next one, bye.